on which part of the world you are joining from. This is Affiliate Marketing 3.0 official presentation on UK Prime Time. It is a new era. It is a new format. It is a new way of working that we have been together building as a community. And finally, like you have seen for past days, the formats have changed, the presentation have changed, and the way we are delivering this business also has changed. So here is a chance to change yourself. Here is your chance to adapt. Here is your chance to grab this opportunity, which has been turning out into a beautiful ecosystem with immense potential. The products are groundbreaking. The products are revolutionary. You are not going to find this kind of products in any other ecosystem. This all has been brought to us together through none other than Chavez, a brilliant prodigy from India who has been delivering this entire opportunity. So tonight also is a very special session. I am Trashit Gehlot. I'm from India, being a rank leader and being closely associated with this opportunity and working closely with Chavez. We have known that this is something credible and it can be delivered in a very, very innovative and very sustainable manner. So this is a special session where we have especially to provide the support and assistance to everybody, to the last community member or to the first ever community member. We have designed these sessions as a live Q&A. So there is going to be a panel of rank leaders, not just one, not just two. Like there are going to be the panel of great leaders who are into the system, who have app knowledge and technical know-how on how to build this business, how to grow this business. So they all will be joining on this panel, and let us invite them first, and then let's move forward. So joining us on this panel, first of all, I would like to invite Chantal from Financial Freedom Team. Chantal, hi, how are you?
Wow, hi Trashit. It is really nice to see you here. What an exciting week and what an exciting day to be part of the panel, and great to be here. Thank you.
Great to have you, Chantal. And then we have David with us. David, hi, how are you?
Hello, Trashit. All good here. Good to see you. And looking forward.
Great. And then we have our sweet old Shiba Joe. Shiba Joe, how are you?
Hey Trashit, hey David, hey Chantal, and everybody else. I'm wonderful, thank you very much. And as everybody said, it's great to be part of an
next
exciting
we
era.
have with us. Exactly. And then we have somebody from the French and Spanish community, Eunice. Hi, Eunice. How are you?
Hi, Trashit. How are you? How are you guys? Thank you for the invitation.
And then we have our best technical expert, Carl, with us. Carl, hi. How are you? Honor to be joining you on this panel.
Good morning. Still waking up a little bit. Haven't got my coffee yet.
Yeah, I'm sure you will need these because people would be asking questions and we need to address them properly. And this panel, I believe, is much more capable in delivering quality assurance to everybody. All right. So thank you everybody for joining. So the agenda of the meeting would be like this. We will have some discussion on a few updates and what's going on with Affiliate Marketing 3.0. And then we will be taking live questions. So the chat is open for everybody, all the participants. They can put their questions in the chat. We will reply them in the chat as well. And if there are some questions that will be enough to, if they are eligible to be taken in the live forum, we will do that as well in this. And let me quickly give the updates from Chavez last night. We will go through the updates very quickly, and after that we will get into the panel discussion. All right, so here are the updates. One by one, we will quickly have all the updates, major updates, and then we will have a discussion on these updates. So first of all, speaking of BTCC, like Chavez mentioned, BTCC nodes are going to be off the subscriptions from 5th of March onwards. So there is a lot of back-end work that has to be completed on BTC blockchain, BTCC blockchain, and for that reasons, the subscriptions of nodes will be on hold, and from 5th of Saban. I believe you would be requesting translation. Let me quickly enable that. Nonike, can we have the translation enabled? Just give us a minute. All right. All right, so getting back to the updates. So first of all, on BTCC, the node subscription will be on hold from 5th of March onwards. They will be on hold for a couple of months, and the backend updates will be going on the BTC20 blockchain and the mining lab. But the node rewards, the validator rewards, and the mining, everything will continue. There will be no changes. Nothing will hold in terms of this reward claims. So just for the technical team, there will be backend work that they will be completing. Now getting on to Liquid Pay, lots of updates from Liquid Pay. The second application, the second version of the application will be live, will be pushed to be live from 25th of February. And with this version of the application, lots of features will be enabled in the application side. First of all, the self-custodian wallet will be enabled. Then the people will be able to buy directly from the application, all the variants of the cards. Coupon activation is already live. Then there will be multiple currencies deposits, and as well as people will be able to download their statements, and the physical card disbursements will also begin once we are done with this live update. And hopefully with this update, USA participants will also be able to successfully complete their KYC. So lots of UI optimization also has been done. So this next update of Liquid Pay is going to be fantastic, and people will be finally see the most advanced, most latest version of the Liquid Pay application. Then getting on to Dodo. So like Chavez mentioned, the work on the account abstraction with base blockchain is almost complete. Today, we also have a broadcast in which I know it has been mentioned that we are almost ready with base blockchain. And for the first time ever, we are going to be offering gas-free platform, that too for index trading in the DeFi space. So this is fantastic news. We will have more on the discussion panel with this. And lastly, Capital 3.0, Chavez mentioned, the market situation, market conditions are still not that profitable. So they had real challenges in experimenting the testing the Dodo application, as well as if we are waiting for next allocations. Most of the projects are also waiting for market to recover, and hopefully the next allocations will be available as we are stable with the next allocations. So with Capital 3.0, he mentioned that ETHFINA, we might have a second round of allocation for ETHFINA, and he explained like how grand this both the projects are. The first allocation ETHFINA and the second allocation KOI. So we will have more discussion on that as well. So these were all the updates. We will put this in the chat box as well, in the chat also. So now getting into the panel, let us have some discussion from the updates, and let us provide the best information that we can from the Wednesday update. So first of all, I'll request David. David, would you like to elaborate how these nodes are profitable? And I believe the team has sold so many nodes. Why you were able to sell so many nodes? David? Okay, I think Eunice also sold many nodes. Eunice, I think you will be apt for this question. Let us hear it from you.
Well, thank you, Trashit. Yeah, we are sorrow that the new um, um, people who buy notes from the March the 5th, they won't be available to connect right away. They will need to wait until around 2 months to be connected. But just tell you something, we're so happy and so blessed with all the nodes and the community who already invest on this node. They are really many of them they're really excited to the future. They want to see the roadmap of the BTC20 and BTCC. They know that Chavez is preparing something amazing for us. We helping, the blockchain to overcome their TVL. We want the TVL goes to at least $500 million to be completely interoperative with other blockchain, and we're working on it. And every month, the way we do is we have a syndicate, and we do the administration of the syndicate. We have computers in Canada because computers work better in the cold, and the electricity that we actually use in Canada is a hydroelectricity. It's a green operation, and Canada is best known for um, not get no problem with the electricity and no problem with the internet. Meaning, our nodes are working 24/7 non-stop, and every month we have a distribution. We have members that they buy themselves notes too, because they want to enjoy, they want to understand, they want to know how to do it. Now it's better. It's a even better possibility, because now you can buy as a quarter part of the note. Instead of pay $54,000, now for 13,500 you can have a quarter part of the node with the same ROI. 182% GR APY. Yeah, perfect.
APY, yeah.
Yeah, APY. And then I try to understand APY. I know it's annual, I don't know, projection yearly
Percentage yield.
something.
It's
Yeah,
annual
exactly.
percent yield, yeah.
Annual percentage year, exactly. Annual percentage year, exactly. And then yeah, we are happy, and people that are happy of that, and we waiting to see all these updates that will be made on the blockchain BTC20, because that's what's coming is put our blockchain up to date. Will be up to date as other big blockchain with technology 2025 technology. And that's amazing. What we experimenting right now, and the journey that we go with Chavez is amazing. And remember, then October the 12th, 2023, I remember Chantal tried to connect their NFT. And you did it, Chantal? You connect that day your NFTs? Yeah. I know there are a few people, they bought a lot of $5,000 NFT, they couldn't connect. And we did our connection, the $550 NFT. We went connected right away, and get a massive amount of BTCC. I remember that day I got like only with 153 NFT, I got like 4 or 5 BTCC. Imagine that time, that day. And right now 2 years is amazing what we accomplish. And let's do it. Let's continue, and don't lose the opportunity to be part of the notes. To everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you, Eunice. And now David is back. David, please shed some light on about BTCC and the next halving event of BTCC.
How much time do I have?
We can be at a panel. We will discuss over here. Let's in true
Yes.
sense take this to the community and let them know.
In 3 words, say please the whole thing in 3 words, please.
Yes,
You
yes,
can
yes.
do it.
So I can tell you the next halving that will be happening in 960 some days
And where can they check that?
on bitcoincode.technology. So
Super.
bitcoincode.technology, you can check it on the DApp. That halving will happen with or without me, with or without you. And make sure that you have the most BTCCs. 10,500,000 BTCCs will be shared to the people who connected the miner to the node. And this is the part what we missed out with Bitcoin. And we have now all a second chance. And I can tell you, the more hash power you have now in these first 4 years, that will determine how much BTCCs you are mining in on this moment. And after the halving, it just goes to from 50 BTCCs per 10 minute to 25. So the price, you could see it already. It's going up. So that's what I want to say.
Superb. And Chantal, we would like you to shed some light on the Capital 3.0, how beautiful this product has been organized. I'll request you to unmute, please.
Sorry, look, I love that question because Capital 3.0 for me is for this community such an important project. First of all, understanding what is a unicorn. If you've never heard about it, it's a company that is valued at more than 100 million in some industries, and in other industries they say more than 1 billion. If you just listened to what is happening in the BTCC and how much liquidity is already in the pools, then we collectively as a company are acting like the beginning of a unicorn. So be proud with your family. Look in the world which unicorns there are, and they all start with a pioneering leader that has a big vision. And we have a pioneering leader. He has a big vision. He says, give the power back to the people. And then he brings others into his vision because he brings this amazing, simple token project. Hello, buy a package. Put your package in Capital 3.0 and get 2% of tokens on the first 35% that you invest. So from $100, it is 35 that is going into vesting capital. And then the machine starts every day, 2%, compounding every day, 2%. You get 5x guaranteed. And then in the middle of that process, some of these sections that you have just earned back, we're going to swap to actual unicorn projects. And that is all selected by top tier companies, top tier funders that scan everywhere around the world, that know the pioneers, that know the ecosystem, that know what is necessary. I mean, I love what Eunice was just saying. Our energy is green in Canada. That's why we're putting our machines there. The best engineer that you need for that specific chip is coming from India. You need to have that one in. That's what these top tier companies are doing. They're bringing the world together. What is Chavez doing here? He's educating us so that he knows when he needs Kevin from Vietnam, David from the Netherlands, Trashid from India, Carl from Australia, Eunice, from the whole of South America and Canada, Sheba from the UK, and me from wherever with Africa. He's bringing people together, and that's what we're starting to live, and that's what these companies are testing. So there, you can have at least another 5 times. So he's bringing a money machine to us, and it is the best learning machine, and we can associate us to the elite in this industry. So we are okay for the next 5 years.
Super. Thank you, Chantal. And I'll request now Carl to help us understand our first two allocation. Let's hear it from you about ETHFINA, about KOI, how big these projects are. I believe you even staked some ETHFINAs with you, and you made a profit. That was like,
Oh yeah. Well, there was this notorious and mysterious dip in the value of ETHFINA right at the very start. And I spotted that. Eunice and a few of his people took a financial advantage of that. What I chose to do was add a little bit of USDC, not much because the value had suddenly dropped, and matched that. And I dropped it into the liquidity pool. And since then, basically quadrupled what I already had. So with every allocation, effectively, that's already 5x'd. So I've now 20x'd that portion of that first allocation. And the second allocation, we all just got our, well, hopefully everybody's just noticed that their second allocation has dropped into your Finny wallets. As a node runner, I also recently just got a bonus of another 1,600 odd KOI tokens. Actually, I've got two nodes, so both of them got that bonus airdrop. So I've just picked up another 3,200 KOI tokens now. I'm just waiting for them to explode. Yes, the first allocation, if you check back at ethfinny.com and hit the claim button, you are approaching your second cycle. Although I have noticed something anomalous. The second allocation is slightly less than the first one, so we need to find out why that is occurring. But yeah, the first monthly cycle, or monversary, as some people call it, is approaching. So if you've done your claim, it's worth going back and having a check to see if your monthly cycle is catching up to you, and you can get that second allocation in a timely manner. Chavez has started planning. He has said this about 2 weeks ago now. He's planning the third allocation, and I believe he's working on the 6th project, maybe even the 7th. So that's still rolling along. So everyone just keep in touch. Things are progressing day by day, basically.
So, Carl, people expect huge returns in short time. Is it possible?
It's definitely possible, but it's out of our hands. This is decentralized. It's not our projects. We're just investing in them. So it's up to the projects. Once they kick off, then the potential is there for huge returns any day. Chavez has said the paymaster aspect of ETHFINA is about to go live. So that should produce use case, and as soon as you get use case on a token, supply and demand rules come into play, and then people are going to start demanding to buy these tokens, and there's only one place at the moment, and that's the swap pool. So look out for if you're in the swap pool. There's not a lot of people in there, by the way. There's only about 11 people in the swap pool, so there's plenty of potential to earn swap fees. And as soon as the demand occurs, obviously that's going to probably, I'm not going to say definitely, but probably necessitate other swap pools popping up with this token against other tokens.
Right. So people are right now worried about the price of these two tokens falling. How can we assure them that this projects have so much potential, Carl?
It's really just history. There is plenty of case study. The classics are the ones that are in the presentation. Solana, it didn't kick off instantly, but it has kicked off. Every token will always have a slow start or a boom start. The boom start, don't worry about it. They're not worth worrying about. They're basically boom and bust. But a slow start until there's use case, then everything will progressively improve for everybody. So just look at the case studies, the history. All these big value tokens all had slow starts and then boomed.
So I believe it's all about crypto is all about, I believe, hodling, right, David? How you call it? Hold on to their life, right?
Yes, that's the most important thing. What Carl was saying, it needs maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Even if you look at Solana or Terra or Polkadot, it took maybe 6 years. But to hodl these coins, the only thing what you do need to do is hodl them, to hold them, don't sell them. But of course, you had adversity because sometimes you need money, you need liquidity. But it's so easy to sell these coins too soon because you think, hey, I make $100, I make $500, hey, I made $1,000. But if you just look at a very simple plan, we have the best marketing system for you to earn USDT TRC20. So you don't need to sell them. And that is the whole thing, that Capital 3.0 is bringing you liquidity so you can easily go into the unicorns without taking money out of your pocket.
Absolutely. And then let's jump on to Liquid
Sorry,
Pay.
can I just
Yes,
add one?
yes, Chantal, please.
Just add one thing for people. People need to understand that before these ICOs were happening, all the development was taking place, and this is like now they're starting to get use cases. So all these upfront costs, these investors just want to have a return, so they dump it, so the price goes down. Now the real normal business is starting to happen because now the users are coming. Now the participation in the market is taking place. So suddenly all those marginal costs go down and therefore goes exponentially up. So if you just look at it from a financial point of view, it is normal, this curve.
Absolutely. All right, so let's jump onto our hero product, Liquid Pay. And I believe there is only one person left to address this panel, and he is the right person to address on Liquid Pay. He has been creating TikToks, he has been creating YouTube videos. So Joe, tell us your journey so far with Liquid Pay.
What can I add onto that, Trashit? Liquid Pay has really been a groundbreaking product without doubt. I don't think there's anybody. Look, we are here as a crypto community, and we are how many thousands of people, and how many of us haven't used a crypto card of some sort? So there are many crypto cards out there, but right now I don't think there's any that provide the facilities that Liquid Pay are providing. It is unique. We are probably the first. We won't be the last, but we are likely the first. And that is because if you think of how Liquid Pay works, first, you have your own self-custody wallet. Now that is pretty unique. There are a couple out there that offer a similar facility, but not in the way that Liquid Pay does. You'll have your own 12-word seed phrase. It's like having your card attached directly to your MetaMask account or directly to your Trust wallet. so that you are spending your assets. Remember, the phrase that we all have heard 1,000 times is not your keys, not your crypto. And most cards, I can't say all cards because I haven't used all cards, but certainly most cards don't give you control of your crypto. You have to deposit your crypto. They hold it. It's like being on a centralized exchange, which is, you know, just to a large degree what these crypto companies that provide cards are. They're just holding your currency. And you have to convert it into your local currency before you can spend. Again, there's one or two out there that operate in a similar way. But what they don't do is they don't give you your own international bank account. And this is part of that uniqueness of Lquid Pay. You are utilizing a decentralized feature within a centralized aspect, backed and working and powered by Visa. You know, one of the biggest names in payment solutions in the world for the last, what, 30 years, 40 years? So, okay, sorry, a message just popped up on there. Okay, so with Lquid Pay, you know, you have that ability to really be in control of your crypto, of your fiat, of your spending. Certainly, there's no cards out there that I'm aware of that offer the amount of cashback that's available through Lquid Pay. And let's not forget, Lquid Pay is our product. Why would you use anybody else's product? You know, if you work for BMW, they'll give you a good discount on a BMW. Why? Because they want you to drive a BMW. They don't want you to turn up in a battered old Ford to work. They want you to turn up in their car. So why would you use anybody else's product? Why wouldn't you support this community, support this network, support this company, and support Chavez with this incredible product that really is giving us something unique in the crypto space? So we are leading the way, you know, with Capital 3.0, with Bitcoin Code, with and with Lquid Pay. We are leading the way now in a new era in the crypto space. Without doubt, we have not just an exciting 2025. You know, we have probably got a very exciting decade ahead of us.
So, Joe, how can we envision the neo banking thing that Chavez has been mentioning? That is, we are about to you know, do that eventually with Liquid.finance.
Well, this is going to be an expanding ecosystem of products. I mean, I'm not sure, who knows what Chavez is planning out in the background. But if you're talking about how the bank account, how the international bank account circumstances is going to play out, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, I mean, how if we are providing international bank account, how will that work?
Well, everybody will have an IBAN number. I mean, I don't think it's going to be available immediately, but certainly as the card updates, the card app goes through its various updates and versions, everybody will receive an IBAN or a, what's it called, a SEPA number. I think, is it SEPA? Is that right? An IBAN or a SEPA number. So how that will be provided, I don't know. It may come through the app and you may have to apply for it. I don't know the internal workings of how this is going to happen. But, you know, that's going to give you the ability to deposit your cash. So you'll be able to onboard and offboard, send and withdraw your fiat onto the Lquid Pay app. You'll be able to buy your crypto. So all of these countries, I mean, if you think how massive that is, America, one of the, you know, the largest countries in the world, has huge difficulty accessing the crypto space. And LquidPay can provide the solution for that. You think of all the African countries and the Latin American countries that have huge difficulty accessing crypto. And LquidPay is going to provide a solution for that, because you'll be able to onboard and offboard your crypto and send it directly to your bank account. You'll be able to send your fiat directly to the app to be able to buy crypto and invest in crypto, and you'll be able to spend using your LquidPay card. With the other side of that as well, many of the other cards are not available in all of the major territories around the world. The LquidPay is going to be available in all major territories and many of the minor territories as well. Probably all of them eventually. As we go along, Chavez will continuously be expanding that list of countries, I'm sure. So, you know, we will have not just global spending power, but there'll be global accessibility as well. So, you know, this is LquidPay is huge. LquidPay is a huge product for this company and for the crypto space.
So with affiliate marketing 3.0, there is no limit to how much we can earn. And with LquidPay, there is no limit to how much we can spend.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, if you affiliate marketing 3.0, I think we've all been, right, again, we've all been in this business. Many of us have been in this crypto space for quite a few years. I joined in 2020. We've all been through different projects, and we've all seen them come with nice shiny lights and promises, and we've seen them all disappear and vanish into nothing, taking their promises with them, taking their shiny lights with them. But the way they operated worked. The problem was they had bad people behind them.
Yeah.
We have a system that works, and we have a good person behind it. And if you look at the leadership, you know, I'm not a particularly extraordinary person. I'm fortunate enough to have been able to grow a community to the rank of Dogecoin. But look at the leadership and the panel here. We have the right leadership. We have the right CEO. We have the right business template. We have the right ecosystem at the right time. You are all in the right place at the right time.
And then we have a new presentation and new format of presenting business as well, right?
Of course. Of course. You know, this is the evolution. We started with the evolution of Bitcoin. We're now coming into the evolution of affiliate marketing 3.0. As we continue along this journey, we will evolve, we will grow, we will adopt, adapt, and improve. And we will continue to grow. But one thing, if I can add to close, is, you know, it's not just about the products. Remember, all of the other companies that you were in, none of them had products, but they grew fast and they disappeared fast. We have products, but don't forget, we are an affiliate marketing company. It is the growing of the community. It is the sharing of an opportunity that will grow the community. I said to someone on my team the other day, on my team Zoom, technically, the products aren't really relevant. You could sell photographs of Shiba Joe that provide no function, no value other than the joy of looking at my handsome face. What is actually relevant is, can you withdraw? Can you earn an income and withdraw? And will we be here for the next decade? And that is clearly a yes. The products provide additional income, but the affiliate marketing system, by sharing, growing, and improving this system, is what should be providing your daily income.
Absolutely. For the last comments, we will. I'll request Eunice to shed some highlight on Dodo and the latest update. I think he is the best person for Dodo. Everybody is thinking Everybody is
Joe,
seeking Eunice for Dodo.
yeah, Joe just start talking. In the meantime, I was changing some Ethereum, sending to USDC, sending to Dodo to my account, and I just bought an index just to because we saw I saw your I saw your your post, and we and right away I say somebody on my team say, oh, I can Dodo's working perfectly, we can buy, and I want to buy long time ago, have the funds there. I want to buy like before yesterday, you see. And anyway, I couldn't buy not too low as I wanted, but now the market, we have to see the market, but it looks like probably do today I will do my first sell in base, because I'm right now I'm even with the previous one I just bought it. I don't need to wait until 100 get 100% like I did it before with Ethereum. And Ethereum I got one of the my index get 105%, and I sold and I get, if it was $500 in Ethereum with all the fees, I still make $350 on that. And I hope I can, I hoping and pray to God to see if I can finish my license the moment I get my license, because as Chavez said yesterday, the license, the moment Aerodrome will be included, the process of whitelisting will be start. I couldn't wait until the license. I needed to buy it right away, unfortunately. But I hope I can make more than 1% and cover with the fees, and then the life is good. And I hope I can expand my license in less than a week. I hope they can do it even in 2-3 days.
So we would like to assure the community, like all the leaders are just speaking of making profit, but eventually when we are going to have more elaborative sessions, we are going to be displaying or demonstrating the profits as well. So eventually we will realize that, it's not just limited to affiliate marketing. It's beyond that. Like Chavez mentions, it's not just about a blockchain. It's a number of business that can be established around the blockchain.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I make a index now with Aerodrome, we have more options. If I make an index and my index perform very good, and I can send signal to my community and saying, listen, I'm buying now, I'm selling now, I'm buying again and selling again. Every time they buy my index, I get 15% from the fees that were charged, the 1% that charged, 15% of that, I will get it right away into my account. Imagine, I follow people that they have, when they do a Zoom call with only traders, they max out 1,000 people in their Zoom calls. And they just say, buy this coin, sell at this time. Bitcoin probably be hit this amount in 3 days or in 3 weeks. They just say these kind of things. And they have 1,000 people. Imagine you have 1,000 people buying and sell your index. You can make a stream income just doing that.
Yes.
And isn't amazing what the only thing I'm pray to have in one moment of time is a take profit auction. Like we can put in the limit. I know Chavez is working on that one. We put like the order. If the index reach that amount of profit, get sold right away, because there's no fees on the aggregator, and buy and sell like crazy.
Absolutely. And I believe the platform being zero gas fee.
If you need to, well, with Base, the fees are very, very, very low with Base, even if you don't go in with your email address. But my suggestion is to go with your email address, get a smart account. It's very easy. Somebody asking how you get into Dodo. Very easy. You go to dodo.app, d0d0.app, and then sign up with your email. Use a Gmail. That's the best way to do it. You sign up with the Gmail, and then the system, this is a new protocol. People, they don't know that, but it's a new protocol called the ERC 4337. And what that protocol does is to interact the Web 2 with the Web 3. Remember, emails are Web 2, and then you interact with the Web 3, meaning a smart contract. And then what this login does is they create a wallet for you into the blockchain that you have the custody with your email, okay? And then you can send USDC. In order to buy the index, you need to send USDC in base network. You can, I did it from Binance. I'm in Mexico. I can do it with Binance. You can do it if you are in the United States. You can do it through Coinbase if you have access to Coinbase, and you send USDC base network to your account. Can I show the trashing?
I think that will be like a training. So let's move on to quick Q&A. People are waiting for their questions to be answered.
Okay,
And
the sharing, we waiting for the Q&A. Okay.
Hopefully, when we will take the Saturday back office training, at that time you can take a short training of Dodo as well, so that people have something to look forward to when they join the Saturday call.
Well, don't lose don't miss the training on Saturday, because
Yes,
I will be for
absolutely.
sure at that time. I will buy and sell Dodo index like crazy.
Yeah, so that's Dodo. All right, so people, you had this discussions. This discussion can continue forever, because everybody on the panel is so passionate about it, and it's not about products like mentioned by Joe and all the leaders. It's about how we can encash this opportunity through any means possible, be it affiliate marketing. Yes, David.
Let me add something. If you see all these opportunities, and I hear many times, it's so much. Just choose one product in 1 week or 2 weeks. Sign up. Do it, because you only learn by doing. Just do one and then do the other one. You cannot take it all, but just take one product. Do it with your sponsor, make groups, do buddy system. If you go to the gym and if you have a friend who knocks on the door, come, we go to the gym. You say, okay, do the buddy system, but learn one product in 1 week, maybe 2 weeks or whatever it takes, and then go to the other product. If you do that in 6, 7, 8 weeks, you learn it, and then you see, because I always say it's so simple if you know how to do it.
Correct. Okay, so let us move forward. Let us take some questions, and we have the panel of the rank leaders and great leaders. So when you are asking question, of course, we want your video to be on, and if you want to choose, you can choose a specific panelist also for your specific answer. So Nonike, would you please proceed with the participants?
Yes.
And yes.
There is already questions in the chat. I've had 3 thrown at me, and others probably have got direct questions. We should probably knock those off first and then do hands.
Okay. Yes. So if the questions are already answered, maybe you can lower your hands then. So
Okay.
Carl, if you
One
have
question was,
yeah.
Where can we find the swap pool for Athena? I'm just dropping the link there. That's the Uniswap swap pool. All the swap pools there, you'll just have to search for the specific one. It's USDC and Athena. That's the only swap pool that the token is currently available on. I'll also grab the DEX screener so you can keep track of the particular value. So you can keep yourself informed about how that particular token is going. Another question was, is it too late to participate in ETH, FINA or COI? From an allocation point of view, yes, it is too late. They were the first two allocations through the Capital 3, but you can also still participate from an ICO sort of perspective, and that is you can just go and buy those tokens. Maybe Trashit or Noni has got the list of the different COI projects that where the COI is actually listed on an exchange. That's not a swap token, that's a trade token. I'll grab it if they don't. Another question is the Vault Horizon has disappeared, but my withdrawal of the Vault Horizon funds have yet to come to my MetaMask. Okay, so that's a pending transaction from what's been written. That can all be done by support tickets now. Trajit has posted in the ranked leaders group a requirement, so I'll grab that from his post and drop it in the chat. Basically, it's all done through support tickets or a Google form that can be submitted to probably any of us or any other ranked leader to pass on through the email service we have with the tech people. You can request that as a sort of a background task now. And I think that covers the three that have been thrown at me directly. If anyone else has got questions in their chat.
I've got a couple if you'd like me to address those.
Yes, please, sure.
So the first question I've got here is from Alexander. What tokens do we get in our DeFi wallet when we sell the index? And which network do we receive the tokens? For example, don't we get just USDT BTC20 as an output? Well, that firstly, the Dodo is not attached to the BTC20 network. It's operating on the Ethereum and the Base network, which are both mainstream networks. The tokens that you're holding, that you're receiving when you sell your index, that'll depend on your index, but you'll be selling for, if you bought in USDC, I imagine that you'll sell those tokens for the profit in USDC. I'll let Eunice answer that question because he'll know more about that than I do today.
Well, if you right now we tell people to go with Base network, and the reason why is Base network is better to go in Ethereum network, because right now the extraction system is not yet implemented in the Ethereum network for Dodo. Meaning, if you buy index in Ethereum, you will pay, you should put a lot of money because the fees are high. In order to cover the high, you have to make money in order to cover the fees. Now, in Ethereum, they have two ways to recover your index. Either you sell your index and then you get USDT in an ERC20 when you sell your index, but there's another one called withdraw your index, and that's even a better solution, because sometimes in the index you have some coins that are negative, but there are some that are positive, and you want to keep the negative or until they go up and probably sell the positive. When you withdraw, that's in Ethereum only right now. When you withdraw all the coins going to your Ethereum, you can choose which one you want to sell. But if you sell in Ethereum, you get USDT ERC20 as a stable coin. If you do that in base, using the smart account, that is my recommendation, you get USDC base. You buy in USDC, and when you sell, you get USDC, because it's not fees, it's more convenient. Because you can choose, you can go from one index, you sell one index, then you go, you buy another index. It's more dynamic getting into USDC. And that's the coin that you get in base network, in Dodo, using the smart account.
Brilliant. Thanks, Eunice. And I've got one more. This is from Curtis. Is it true all cards in an account default to the highest value card in that account? Choice becomes prime, etc. No, the cards you buy independently. Each card is bought independently. So you can't hash up, if you want to use that terminology. You can't buy the LquidPay choice for $100 and then pay another $400 and then hash up for it to be what's the second card called? LquidPay Prime, and then top up again and go to LquidPay Platinum. So each card is a separate purchase. Okay, so if you want to buy one card, then make sure you buy the right one for your particular crypto needs. And I think, yeah, that's it for me.
Chantal, Eunice, David, you got any personal direct questions?
I had no personal questions.
All good.
Okay, so I have a couple of them.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I have one.
Yeah.
If I still have started Capital 3.0 DAO sitting in my Phantom wallet, does it mean that I didn't vote? No, it's not. You always need to have at least one token in your Phantom wallet, because it means you're still part of the DAO. So no, that's why you can still continue.
Okay.
Just a clarity on that one, Trashit, as well, because that was sent to everybody. If you've got more than one, then you probably missed a step in the voting for the residual past one. There was a period where there was a whole bunch of minting that was delayed, and about 350 accounts got their minting votes for the COI allocation done, but there was a technical problem and people didn't get a chance to complete the voting process and give the Finny wallet address for those airdrops to occur. And the deadline for voting passed and it was closed. But Chavez said a couple of weeks ago that will be opened again. We're still waiting for that to happen so that those people that missed the final step can get that voting done. I was in one of those. I had 3 accounts that didn't get the minting done. I managed to get one through before the deadline. So I've still got 2 accounts as well that needs to vote their COI tokens into the project. So we're just waiting for that to happen. So if that's what your Orbet M, if that's the situation, then we're waiting for that and you'll be able to get into the COI project, because Chavez has got all the tokens supplied, but we just have to wait for that to open up on the Capital 3 DApp.
Right. I just have one then question. When do we start swapping Capital 3.0 available amount? Now, this question, I believe it's not clear. Available amount, you meant, I have who's it's from Bellyhu. So the amount available, did you mean on the dashboard? If it's so, then on the dashboard, you can only, you receive token 3.0, and this token 3.0 can only be swapped to Capital 3.0. That's automatically done by the backend team. From Capital 3.0 DAO tokens, they are swapped to stable C30 DAO tokens, and from stable C30 DAO token, they are swapped to, sorry, staked C30 DAO token, they are swapped to project tokens. So this is the entire process. So you have token 3.0 on your back office, you accumulate them through 2% daily compounding of your vested capital. That means the 35% of your subscription value. You keep on compounding them until you make 5x of your subscription value. So all the token 3.0 accumulated at any instance when a location is introduced, from that, Chavez deducts some capital from token 3.0, equal value of C30 DAO tokens you receive on your wallets. Then you participate in the allocation. So this C30 DAO token are then swap to staked C30 DAO token, and with staked C30 DAO token, you participate in the actual project, and your staked C30 DAO token gets converted to voted tokens. So number of voted tokens you have are in fact your allocation amount. All right, so that means, yes.
I think the question is aiming at when is it becoming our discretion? When is it at our discretion when we can swap? The first two allocations, Chavez said he wants to do them manually so that it's a training exercise for everyone to understand the whole voting process. He intimated, I think last week, that the third one may also be manual, but he also said it might be, the swap function might kick in live and it'd be up to you. The whole process will then be, you choose which projects you want to go into, you choose how much you want to go into, subject to two parameters that the project will supply. The project will supply whether there's a vesting cycle, as we have with the first two, and subject to them saying, we don't want to be flooded. So you might be given a parameter that you can only put between 5 and 16%, or a minimum of 20%, but a maximum of 30%. So you will get these parameters project by project, and you then decide, because you'll also get some white paper information, you'll get some guidance for you to do your own due diligence. Then you decide which projects you want to go into in the future, not just yet, and how much you want to go into each project based on how many tokens you've so far accumulated, as Trishit just explained through the ROI process.
Yes. So we request people to be very clear and specific with your question, if possible, elaborate, so that we can answer them accordingly. And same would apply when you ask in person. So let us move forward. And we have, first of all, Claire with us. We'll request you to unmute. If there is any specific panelist that you would like to answer, please mention. Thank you.
No, just Daryl, actually. I'm on my partner's computer. With the C3PA, capital 3, how can we check if our accounts are whitelisted? We've got some people on the team that can't remember where they've put their things. So whether it's in Phantom or whether it's in MetaMask.
I believe on Capital 3.0, there isn't any whitelisting process. Do we have, Chantal?
No, we don't have a whitelisting process, but what I do see is that people have forgotten which Solana address they put in. So what you can do is, first of all, have a look at where you are having your purchase, and then have a look which Solana address is actually linked to the purchase, and then you go from there. Then check with what's happening in your Phantom wallet, and if that isn't clear enough, I just take the Solana address and I just check it out on the the blockchain itself and see if I can see what kind of movements has happened, and if they have voted. So that's where I go.
Okay, and also we
That's
actually
Solscan.
do really need reconciliation info as well.
Sorry?
Reconciliation information for the whitelisting.
No, so there is.
Which would make it a lot easier for a lot of people, because I'm trying to explain it to everyone, because we've got people on our team that aren't that tech savvy, and if there was just a simple couple of buttons to press and say, well, that's where it is, it'd make it a hell of a lot easier.
But
Look, the thing is that what you have to understand is that we are moving people from a place of purchase. So you're purchasing your package in the back office of WAS to a place where they become independent holders of their own asset and understand how to make money out of those assets. And that's a little bit of a journey. But maybe Trashit wants to say a little bit more about that.
we are going to be taking Capital 3.0 training maybe this Saturday or next Saturday. So we already have had many trainings on this thing, and I would like to share the master training channel as well. Although we don't have right now on Capital 3.0, but we have explained in an overview what Capital 3.0 is about. So maybe with that you will have clarity. Any other question? Please unmute.
Just one last quick thing. When are the physical cards coming out? Any idea?
So like Chavez mentioned yesterday also, first of all, we will have this latest update of the application. With that, people will be able to buy cards. And with that, we will also start rolling out the purchase cards on the application. And after that, we will see the logistics for specific countries. So he mentioned once that US would be the fastest country to get physical cards, and depending on different countries, it will be announced depending on logistics.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for posting that, Joe. I'll have a look at that.
Thank you.
Mate. I've made videos explaining Capital 3.0 and for Carl's explanation of how to put it onto the liquidity pool. So if you scan that QR code, that'll take you to my YouTube channel, and just go to the playlists and then go to the Capital 3.0 playlist. But I've also put the link to both in the chat.
Also in the chat box, we have just shared all the master training recordings. So please subscribe to this channel also. So from all the YouTubes, we have filtered all the master trainings and organized them in a channel. So you can subscribe to this channel, and you will have all the master trainings there, the previous one and the next ones as well. All right, thank you. Next we have Downtown.
Hello guys, how you doing? I have two quick, simple questions. One, could you explain, because in my back office, if you want me to share the screen, that's fine. But the DeFi wallet, I have remaining, 3x, like 1,300, but it's saying I have 715 unclaimed bonus. So how can I have remaining funds and it's saying unclaimed? And just, if you want me to share my screen, I can.
I hope you did not rank up, did you?
Say again?
Usually that happens when you rank up. Did you recently rank up?
No. But I have.
Carl, can you answer?
Probably not without seeing, but yes, that is usually what happens. But if you've had a surge in subscriptions in other areas and you haven't had the capacity to earn that reward because your 3x or 5x is insufficient, it will then drop into unclaimed income. Now, there is an anomaly that it drops in, even though you've got some capacity, that's not enough. So it kind of just bypasses and drop into unclaimed income from what I understand. But I'd have to look at the exact timeline to see what triggered that to go into unclaimed income.
You want me to share my screen? Can I share?
I don't know if we've got share screen on today.
Not today.
Yeah, because it's saying I have 1,300 remaining. And so that's why it's almost double what's in the unclaimed. So that's why I was curious. Maybe we can.
How long ago did it appear?
That I don't know, don't know exact, but it seems to be fairly recent that I noticed. But I can't tell you exact.
Okay.
My last.
It doesn't disappear straight away. It hangs around. So it may be residual from when you did last rank up. I know you've ranked twice, I think. So it might be hanging around from the last rank up.
Okay. The other question is, you had mentioned about the form for the proof of reserve. I had a couple of people. And where are you placing that form in the chat, or what's going to be just want a clarity on that process? Because I have just a handful of people who I'm trying to assist with the proof of reserve remaining balance. Is that going in the chat, or do I need to?
No, so the form has been yes,
yes. Let me answer that part. I remember that you asked the question to Chavez. Am I correct? Downtown
Correct.
yesterday.
Yes.
And he said to you, do you do the with your people a list of people that wants to withdraw, and then you can pass the list to any of the rank leaders. That can be to me, to David, Trashy, to anyone. That's what Chavez said yesterday to you.
I have it. So who do I send it to? So that's why I want to.
You can send that to me if you have, or Trashy, or David, or Chanta.
Where in Telegram, in WhatsApp?
You can send it directly to her, or to him, or to me.
Yeah.
Or to trash it.
Okay.
Right now you can send it in the chat, Zoom chat.
Chat in the Zoom chat? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but there will be directly to you in this case. It will be public. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Thank
I'll do
you.
that. Thank you.
The chat has been limited to host and co-hosts only. All right, Team Royal, can we have your video on, please? Team Royal. All right, so I think that will be all for the evening.
I have a couple of questions in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got one here. I still have an account which I still cannot claim my Athena. So a lot of people are still getting the not eligible message. So what should they do about that? So right now, when you go to claim and it says not eligible, you can see a button on the right-hand side that says feedback. Right now, all you can do is click on feedback. It will already have your Ethereum address pre-populated. So you then just add your Solana address and then submit the feedback. Chavez has requested for Athena to action the feedback form. But remember, as I can't remember who it was who said it earlier, but remember, we don't own Athena. They're not our company. They're not our product. So we are not in control of their timeline. They will go through all of that in all of the feedback forms in due course. But I know Carl sometimes has additional information. So if there's anything that you can add on to that, Carl, I'm sure people would love to hear it.
Well, I have requested that we try and get a report or something about what ETHFINA has actually done, so that we can, from our side, check that they've done everything that we need them to do. I'm still waiting for that. But we definitely need, there is basically several problems that have occurred in small sections, like little time windows. Something's happened, like I think Eunice has missed the opportunity to do the initial voting on some ETHFINA. There was a window where the communication between the DApp and the actual minting of tokens was not connected. So the DApp would issue the command to release tokens, that it didn't arrive, but it believes that it's written, and the whatever is running in the background, the smart contract probably has minted 0 tokens. And then the DApp has said, oh, you've done your vote, but you got 0 tokens. So we need to reconcile or clear that up as well. But I'm waiting again for some information so we can say these people need to be fixed up.
I've also got people, Carl, that have got incorrect quantities of tokens, got like lots and lots and lots less than they should have received. So I assume that's the same issue.
Possibly. It's also, as I said earlier, if you look at your claim now, it's got a less number for the next cycle than what you got on the first one. So we need to find out why that's happening as well before people start voting in less tokens than they should be, or sorry, claiming less tokens than last month.
So, Carl, what is the value of allocation? I mean, if anybody is calculating, like they have 100 voted tokens, so how much koi they should have received?
I haven't done the calculation because all of mine all merged into one place. So individually, I can't work that out on my account. But if somebody's got one account, one allocation, they should be just able to find out how many tokens were withdrawn from the back office. That's a US dollar amount. Then divide that by the number of tokens, and you should see what the value of each token was, if that's what you're asking.
So I believe the allocation value is at the time of launch of koi, that's 0.0125. So this should be used for calculation. So we are receiving tokens, koi tokens at 0.0125.
Yeah, but the koi allocation is airdropped. It's not a claim process. So
but the calculation there has to be some specific calculation, right? So for references, we are using 0.0125. That's for koi.
mm-hmm.
I have multiple people that I look at, and they definitely are all above 0.02. So they're between 0.02 and 0.004, 0.02
Yes, so
and
Chavez mentioned
0.04.
that people have received less koi coins, and in the next batch, this remaining koi coins, and as per the calculation of 0.0125, they should receive.
Is that koi or ETHFINA?
Koi.
Okay, okay.
People have received less koi, and Chavez has been considering that.
Okay.
All right.
And what would have been the calculation of price for ETHFINA at the time that we received it?
It was something around 0.025 or 0.026, something like that. Not exactly. Many people have received at different values.
Yeah.
I have another question after you've taken these next two questions.
Yes. Yes, Joe.
Oh no, you can take the hands up first.
Okay. So would you please state your name and ask the question?
Hi, Trishit. This is the web chat. Carl and Jose mentioned, when I claim it's FINA, mine is shows 0.
It will show either not eligible or it will show you the ITFINA allocation value. Is it showing?
Trash it. Maybe because I've looked at his. It's a very unusual circumstance. Maybe Carl. I think Carl's looked at it as well. It looks like he's claimed, and it shows 0, and nothing's arrived in his wallet, which kind of suggests that he hasn't claimed. But it's a little. It's quite an odd situation. But I don't know if Carl. I think Carl's looked at it as well.
That's the situation I was referring to, where the claim software, the DApp, has issued the request to the smart contract to mint the tokens, but because there was a communication problem with Ethena, it didn't get a value, and it passed 0 across. And you can look on the blockchain on accounts, because I've looked at it, and it actually minted. The process minted 0 tokens, and then the DApp says, okay, the mint process has been done. It's end of story. Wait till next month. So this is where we need this reconciliation report, so we can see all the people who had done the claim but got 0 tokens. It was about it was a number of hours that this occurred. It wasn't everybody. There was just a small window of the situation occurring.
So I think that has to be addressed by Chavez. Have you taken this to Chavez, Joe?
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I did pass it to Lucky, but it was a while ago now, because that was when I originally spoke to Wubachet, which was, I don't know, must be a month ago now when I first spoke to him. I've looked at it again since then. But yeah, same thing like Carl said, you can see that everything's processed on the blockchain, because initially when you just look at his account, it's clear. Well, you haven't voted. That's why you haven't got anything. But when you look on the blockchain, you can see the process didn't function, but the blockchain shows it functioned, but it didn't execute correctly.
Okay. So when Lucky is available, just take a quick feedback from her. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's conclude this session. This was a great call for the first time. We had a panelist of leaders. I hope we were able to shed more clarity and bring much broader perspective of what we are into. So that is it for the evening. Thank you all the panelists, Chantal, David, Joe, Eunice, Carl. Thank you for your time and for everything that we are contributing. So this will be all for the evening. We have dropped evaluation form. This forms will always be available.
We have Team Royal with a question. He was waving, the camera was just opened.
Team Royal.
He's just now out, but I think he was waving, because long time we couldn't see him.
While we're waiting for Team Royal coming, I can ask the question I've got in the chat.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
And I want to remind everybody, there is still refund in the wallet from Boomerang, and call your community. This is the best opportunity, because when they withdraw, the refund is BTC20. And people need BTC20 when they purchase the gift voucher, when they purchase DeFi products. This is your chance to bring the people home. This is your chance to put something there. The only thing what you need to do is call everybody, message everybody, so nobody can say you did not do your best. And we can only help the people who want to be helped. That's only what we can do. And we have some extra time, but use that, because people need BTCs to purchase Liquid Pay, miners, nodes. Did I forget something?
Dodo.
Another question direct. downlines are still getting errors with when they try to withdraw their boomerang, will the timeline be extended? That's actually two questions. Basically, the errors being the fact that the withdrawal bucket is empty. It's being topped up regularly, so just keep trying every couple of hours. Will the timeline be extended? Well, technically it is extended already indefinitely, because even with the wallet not there, you will still be able to submit a support ticket to request the withdrawal happen. Just give them it's from your account, just tell them where you want to put it, the address. But Chavez said on Wednesday that it will continue to be withdrawn until the backlog of pending is complete. Right. After that, it'll switch back to the support ticket mechanism. I have made a request that all archived wallets are visible in a menu item on the back office, so that you can always go back and check. And probably in many jurisdictions, it's probably a legal requirement that you can see all of that for tax purposes even. So it's probably a feature that should be implemented anyway. And that will mean there's 4 different wallets will be in that: the GSM wallet, the dividend wallet, proof of reserve, and boomerang refund. So hopefully that might be in the redevelopment of the back office that's undergoing at the moment.
Right.
And the question I've got, if I can ask quickly,
Yes.
just before Team Royal steps in, somebody asked about the price of the tokens that we get on the allocation. Do we get them? Let me make sure I read this correctly. Do we get them at the, okay, the wording isn't exact, but basically, do we get the tokens at the price they launch on an exchange, or a different price? I think that's what the question's asking.
So
I think the answer is we get them at the ICO price, supposedly.
There you go. That's your answer, Carl. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. You can. I've got no more questions. Thank you.
No problem. So that will be all for
Team Royale still up there.
Yes. I'll unmute him. Team Royal, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Thank you, leaders. I appreciate the information so far. I am thinking that because of a lot of complaints in Africa regarding the boomerang BTCC20 USDT, I'm thinking it to be better, because a lot of us here, we want to key into other projects like Dodo, and the Capital 3.0, and we have this money. We have this money BTCC20, and we can exchange it. We can mix it up. We just got stocked. So since the product is in the ecosystem, so people should be allowed to make their withdrawals so they can get the new products. Personally, me and my team were interested in Dodo. We're interested in 3.0 because of we know they are good projects, but our hands are tied because we because of how things are down here. We can't source 60% of USDT and 40%. Then we have this money. I think since it's in the same ecosystem, it is better we allowed access so we can be part of other projects. This is our community. We are part of the community. We should be put into considerations when this project is going on, So if there is a day it will be opened, or a week, or any duration that the leadership consider it right, let it be announced on the program so people can make their withdrawal and get other projects that they need. So me and my team, we are fully prepared and ready for this, for Dodo and Capital 3.0. But our money has stopped. So I want to appeal to the leadership to see how they can look at it and help to get this done. That's number one. Number two is, please, the WAS token, is it still useful? Because I am a member from the foundation, and we know a lot of promises were made on the WAS token. Is there any news or any update on WAS token? I dropped my mic. Thank you.
Rashid, shall I answer?
Yes, David, you can.
So first of all, with the BTCC, you can work with the BTCC to accumulate more BTCCs. Of course, to withdraw the BTCCs, to make it into TRC20, or you have to sell it to another person. But to sell your BTCCs would be actually a shame, because now you have time to accumulate a lot of BTCCs. So what I told teach to my team is to work with BTCC. Sometimes the BTC price spikes up and then you can sell. And when the price goes down, you buy back. If you had, I had one lady, she had like 8 BTCCs. She sold on the high, she bought back on the low, she sold on the high, and she bought back on the low. Then she used it to harvest. She bought USDT B fuel. She did harvesting. Then she had 17 BTCCs. Now she's having more than 70 BTCCs. So now if she sells a few BTCCs, like 10, even if she would sell 10 BTCCs for $25, she would make $250. If she sells 20 BTCCs, then she has $500, but she still has 50 BTCCs in her hand. What nobody has, only she, because she understood the system. And that is what we're trying to teach people. Make with your BTCCs more BTCCs. That is the thing we can teach, and that is what we can educate. That is what we can duplicate to the whole organization. The WAS token, Chavez is working on that. When the refund of the proof of reserve, everything is solved, and of course refund the boomerang. When the refund of the proof of reserve, everything is round, then he's recalculating what is still there, and that will be connected to the WAS tokens. That is what is told us to Chavez. Okay, thank you for that question, Royal. Good question. Thank you.
I can add on if I may. I know you're eager to finish, but let's get his question answered. But first, David, just say refund for me.
Refund.
No, that's not how to say it. You know how to say it. Say it all sexy. Refund.
Refund.
Team Royale. Remember, this is an affiliate marketing program. Okay. Our primary income source is through the affiliate marketing. So the product to some degree is irrelevant, because of all of the previous companies that you were in, you didn't have a product. You simply recruited people, people bought packages, and you earned affiliate income. Here you have a product. All you need to do is sell $50 miners, and you will earn from a $50 miner $150 in USDT TRC20 that you can then use to buy a $100 Capital 3.0 package. So you already have the answer to your issue in your hands. By selling $50 miners, then you can, which you only need $30 of TRC20 and $20 of BTC20. So you actually only need, if you're already mining, you only need $30 of TRC20 and $20 of BTC20. So you sell $50 miners, you earn your affiliate income in USDT TRC20. You now have the funds to buy another miner, buy a Capital 3.0, whatever you want. You already have the solution. It's just a mindset shift. It's not about the products. It's about the affiliate marketing system. The products provide you additional income, but your primary income should be coming from growing the community. Hopefully that made sense.
Yes, thank you, Joe. Thank you, David. I think that explains well. And now towards the end of the session, we have already shared an evaluation form with you all. So yes, David, thank you. So please make sure you give your feedback about these sessions. We would definitely like to improve everything that we are delivering in terms of presentations and trainings and everything. So it's all changing for good. And thank you, panelists, for joining, sparing your times for this community and extending all the support and help that you have been so far. Thank you, everybody, all the panelists. And we also would like to roll out one more form with you. Let me quickly roll this out. So this was the first Q&A session, first weekly Q&A session. But from the next Q&A session, we would really like to have many questions specifically from all the teams that is possible. So what we are going to do is we are going to be collecting Q&A, weekly questions from the teams, and we will be addressing them in the next session, so that we have specific topics to discuss on in the panel. So we will come to know, as you put questions over here, which specific, where are we not delivering clarity and what exactly needs to be done, taking it forward. So use this form. All the leaders are also requested. We will be putting this form into official channels as well, so that all the teams can ask their respective members to put in their questions over here. And next Thursday, we can all discuss on this. Thank you again, everybody. And that will be on end of the session. Tomorrow's session is going to be Chavez. That is blockchain education by Chavez. Don't miss that. He imparts some great knowledge on the latest trends in technology, specifically related to all our projects. So that is something not to be missed. So have a great evening, and I'll thank you, everybody.
Trashit, just a quick one, Trashit. Can you clarify, because the agenda that has been published intimates that this session will be repeated in US prime time? Is today's session only UK prime time, or both sessions, both prime times?
This, I think we will just have there are limited audience over there. So we will have a one-to-one session over there, like a quick Q&A over there, no discussion. We will just address some questions over there, one-to-one.
Okay.
And I would love to have you on the all the panelists on the US prime time as well, to address some questions over there. Thank you so much. Let's conclude this session.